Cyber Dark Impact makes me want to have a root canal. I'll be honest. This set is just, it's horrific. When Vanity's Ruler is more expensive than half the hollows in this set, why would you even open it? I mean, if you don't get Cyber Dark Dragon, you're in the pooper. Oh, God, unbelievable. Oh, it's a nightmare.
In a world full of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, grading, selling, buying, one card game remains supreme. One man has the insights you need to know. Watch and subscribe now. Yu-Gi-Oh Tube.
What's up, YouTube? YuGiOh Tube here with another Vintage Values Market Watch, and what have we been seeing with Ultimate Rare cards? What is going on in the PSA graded market for GX cards? We're going to go through every one of these sets: Soul of Duelist, Rise of Destiny, Flaming Eternity, all through GX. TLM, CRV, EN, SOI, EOJ, POTD, CDIP, STON, Force the Breaker, and Tactical Evolution. We're going through all of it, including Gladiator's Assault, Phantom Darkness, and Light of Destruction. It's all being covered here, folks. Stay tuned. This is going to be good. So let's go right into it and go up SOD, right? Let's see what we got for the highest listings of SOD. Just kind of see, browse what we're looking at. Played condition Horus. Oh, never played. Oh, interesting. For 218? Why am I actually... yeah, it's got that, see, that's got that debris on it. But, shoot. Oh, yeah, see, it's got some scratches. Oh, interesting. Now, PSA 10 Horus, level 8, did have a sale of about $1,000. And to be honest with you, I don't think it's that horrible. Soul of the Duelist. First edition boxes are just absolutely outrageous. You saw in June it sold for $302. You see some big numbers in May and June again, all over the place. And obviously this is a set that has Horus, but aside from that, an Armed Dragon level 7, not the greatest set. So you're either looking for the Horuses and Ultimate Rares or the Armed Dragons, and if you don't get them, you're in trouble. Would I invest in Soul of the Duelist? Maybe, because I think Horus is a big enough card. I think that's a card that's going to be worth multiple thousands in PSA 10 in the future. And I mean, it's going to be a common theme. I think a lot of these cover cards here, Soul of the Duelist, Rise of Destiny, you know, Ancient Gear Golem, well, we've already hit over 1,000 on a lot of these cards, like Cyber and Dragon and Shining Flare. I think we're going to hit big numbers for these cover card ultimates. So let's move on to RDS. A horrible set, historically bad, horrific set. And let's look into it and see what we can find. Just plain terrible. Perfect Machine King, a big card in this set. The Creator, a big card in this set. But overall, folks, this is a set to avoid. You're going to want the Creator, probably, if you're going to go for something. Here's the Ultimate, or Perfect Machine King. Cool card. I wouldn't pay hundreds of dollars for it, personally. I would buy, again, the Creator. So, Rise of Destiny. I think it's a one-hit box. If you don't get the Creator, I think you're in big trouble. Now, of course, there are the Monarchs as well. But something to note with this set, a lot of the backs of the cards are pretty damaged, pretty beat up. A lot of big indentations, a lot of scratches on the foil, a lot of slime on the back of the cards. Nothing you really want. As you can see, 158 a booster box, more than even I think. I think this booster box should be stuck at $100. Because what are you gonna pull from this? If you pull the Creator, you're golden. If you pull Perfect Machine King, pretty good. And it gets a PSA 10, then you made your money. And that's asking a lot, right there. But you know, why would you even pay 100? I mean, just to invest, I guess, but it's just such a bad set. Oh God, it's horrific. Oh, is it bad? Flaming Eternity. Wow. PSA 9, King Dragoon. Sold for that much. Here's a Lightning Vortex. This card. Oh God. Now this is actually a card I would like to just have in my collection. It's mint, supposedly, and what a beauty this is, man. Up to $90, folks. That is pretty nuts. Sacred Phoenix Ultimate Rare PSA 8, up to $70. Wow. Gatling Dragon seeing some nice uptick, a nice rise. This is a cool card too. I really like this card. Spiral Spear Strike. Yeah, it's not worth $1,000. It's probably worth $5, but still a cool card nonetheless. And again, oh, this is awesome too. Gear Free the Swordmaster. So some cool artwork, right? Some very cool artwork in this set. But the problem is, again, you don't have much value. None of these cards stand out to me. It's like, wow, nothing in these two sets reminds me of Horus level 8. I'm not jumping for joy for any of these two sets compared to Horus level 8. I'd much rather have Horus. So let's see, Flaming Eternal. Let's see what the boxes are hitting here. Asking 500 a box. Open boxes. Yeah, so anywhere from 2 to 3, possibly even 4 on the high end is where you're getting for a box. So, wow, banner. That's actually kind of cool. Again, I wouldn't touch it. I always thought it was an overrated set. Lost Millennium, not much better. Yeah, you got some cool cards like Ancient Gear Golem and, of course, Mistress Dorito, or Dorito, I like to call her. Yeah, and there's this Unsearched Packs. But again, it's Ancient Gear Golem or bust here. Wing Karibo, actually, Wing Karibo is up there. And Brain Control. So actually, this set, at least you get 3. You get Wing Karibo, you get Brain Control, you get Ancient Gear Golem. So at least you have something, right? But if you don't hit them, especially if you don't hit Ancient Gear Golem, you're in big trouble. So, yeah, Ancient Gear Golem is going way, way up in price. And as you can see, there's no boxes for sale. But I believe the last few boxes, $300-400 plus of Lost Millennium. So just take that into consideration. Not a cheap box. It's not like RDS prices at $150. It's $400 plus. So again, just keep that in mind. Here it is. Here's 3. 2 TLM and 1 FET. 1,500 at best offer. Probably sold for around $1,000, give or take. Ancient Gear Golem PSA 10 up to 400 now. And Thunder Giant's a cool one too. I will say that's a cool one. And here's the Wing Karibo at 265 at PSA 10. Flame Wingman, again a cool card. Okay. So let me retrace my steps. I said TLM doesn't excite me. Looking at it again, I can see why people do get excited. You know, you have Elemental Hero, Flame Wingman, you have Thunder Giant, you have the Gear Golem, you have Wing Karibo, and you have Brain Control. So basically, you got 5 shots. You got 5 shots at getting something you really want. Again, I wouldn't pay that, but even this card is cool. Resheath the Dark Being or whatever. That's a cool card. But again, yeah, I wouldn't pay $400 or $500. I wouldn't open a box at $400 or $500, but at least you have potential. And I think Ancient Gear Golem is going to go up. I really do. Cybernetic Revolution. And you're going to see what I'm talking about here. Once you get to CRV, EN, it's like, you're going to spend $500 for a box of TLM, or are you going to spend $500 on a box of CRV? It's fairly obvious. Cybernetic Revolution, you're going to want a box of Cybernetic Revolution for another $100 extra. Here's 2 boxes, hobby boxes, $1,200. $600 a box is the asking price. Another one, $500. Obviously, you look at this set, and my goodness gracious, it is much, oops, CRV. Much more loaded. PSA 9 Cyber End Dragon, $500. I was offered over $1,000 for my PSA 10 within a few weeks of attaining it. The ultimate rare Cyber End Dragon. I said no, just because I know I'm gonna have to get rid of it, and then I'm gonna have to find another one, and I'm like, this is not gonna work out too well. Here's something that actually sold quickly. 3 ultimates near mint. Oh, you get 4 cards. Oh, and you get 1. Is it Cyber Twin? Oh, you get 1 Cyber Dragon and 3 Cyber Twins. Heck, I mean, if they're like mint condition, like if they're like flawless shape, that's not the worst price. There's another one at $250. It's not like the worst price possible if they're in great shape, because as we're seeing here, Bubble Man 4 to 5. Well, I guess 3 to 4. 3 to 4 for a PSA 10. Miracle Fusion. I forgot that card was in here too. Interesting. You're seeing raw cards, Cyber Twin Dragons, Ultimate sell for $200. You're seeing $250 for Cyber Dragons near mint. Any of these cards in 10s, I mean, it's going to be out of control. Cyber Dragon PSA 10, you're talking, I mean, what? Close to $1,000? I would say so. $700? I'd say so. And they're so hard to grade. I mean, it's just brutal. I mean, Cyber End, again, I think it's 1 to 1.2 now. I think in the long run, oh, it's gonna be big. Elemental Energy, let's move on. And again, this is what I'm talking about. When you start shelling out hundreds of dollars on boxes, do you want something that could give you a couple opportunities to be like, wow, that's a nice card, or do you want like a freaking loaded set that's just out of control? And Elemental Energy, let's see what we got here. We just saw a sale, I believe, very recently. Yeah, right here, about $500 to $600 for. Yeah, now it's getting pricey. Wild Edge at 500. It's not a horrible buy to buy these elemental heroes. Shining Flare again, not a horrible buy. This is an unlimited box, but again, these E heroes within the couple $100 range in PSA 10 are not that bad. You only get 2 a box. Boxes are going to keep going up, in my opinion. And the Shining Flare Wingman, there was one I thought listed, which is kind of bizarre. Oh, it just didn't do EN. That's why. Shining Flare Wingman, 2,200 or best offer. Now, supposedly the last one sold at 1.8. I've heard of other sales close to 2,000 plus. So would I be shocked if this sells? No, I would not be shocked. And again, you're talking light play, $500. PSA 9, I heard of a sale in the several $100s as well. You know, Beckett 9 at 405. That was back in April though, so that was not a bad deal at all. Unfortunately for the people that I wish I would have bought that. Oh, and there's a PSA 10. But again, we can't really check the sold price. So it isn't 1,900, but we can't check the sold price because of whatever reason they're stopping it, which kind of blows. But again, I would value a Shining Flare Wingman. I would value a 10 at $2,000. I mean, I really would. And I bought a couple of. I have 2 of them. So, and I'm not going to sell them either. There's too much opportunity there. Let's move on to Enemy of Justice. Again, EN is one of the most exciting sets. CRV, one of the most exciting sets. So you're going to want to get those cards. If you really want them, you're going to want to get them sooner than later because they're hard to grade. They're ultimate rare. They're insanely hard to pull. Insanely hard to grade. Even if you pull it pack fresh, the odds of it coming back at 10, not great. So just watch out. Enemy of Justice, we are seeing about 2 to 250 a box. Not an exciting set to me at all. I don't just run for joy with this set at all. You got Harpy's Baby Dragon or Harpy's Pet Baby Dragon and Cyber stuff, but this stuff you want out of this set, this is a boom or bust set. EOJ, boom or bust. Either you're getting the Shining Phoenix Enforcer or you're getting hosed. This is a very, very risky set, so you're gonna want to just keep an eye out here because Shining Phoenix Enforcer has gone up substantially, but again, if you don't get it, or just the regular Phoenix Enforcer, you're in big trouble. Dreadmaster's $100. It's actually not that bad. Wow, I didn't. Harpy's Baby Dragon's up to 75. Again, though, I don't see the value. I just don't see the value in this set. You know. I wouldn't be excited pulling a Dreadmaster. I wouldn't even be that excited pulling a Phoenix Enforcer. I'd want the Shining Phoenix Enforcer or nothing. So again, you're playing the lottery buying these boxes. But again, it's a risky move. What else do we got here? We got Power the Duelist. Again, similar story here with Power the Duelist. You want Dark Neos, you know, here's a Flare Neos, you have Flare Neos, you have Dark Neos, and you got crazy prices on this stuff. But if you don't, oh, Chimeratech is a sick card, I'll be honest. That personally to me is just a sick card. No, that's not POTD, that's SOI. But again, yeah, you're seeing big numbers on Dark Neos and Flare Neos. Very big numbers in Chimeratech, but if you don't get those guys, the Dolphin even is hitting $100. Just unbelievable. Power of the Duelist. What are boxes at? Yeah, about 400, 450. So you're paying a little bit more than EOJ, but you're getting a little bit more potential. So it makes sense. It's linear. Oh, so we actually skipped SOI. What are we doing here, guys? We're skipping SOI? YuGiOh Shadow of Infinity. To infinity and beyond. Yeah, this... We're hitting about almost 700 a box. And there's a good reason for that. 700 a box. Great reason for that, because you have the potential SOI, oops, of the 3 Sacred Beasts and Ultimate Rare PSA 10 First Edition. All of them are big, big money cards. Treeborn Frog is actually, wow, it's gotten up to $100 for a Treeborn Frog. Oh, God. Safe to say, GX, folks, has exploded, all right? You know, so you're talking... $1,000 for PSA 10 Sacred Beasts, and that's the reason for it. I could see the value. I could see why. You know. Coming up next, it's Cyber Dark Impact. Horrific set. Oh God. Oh God. I'm sorry for folks that love this set. Oh gosh, what is it? Is it horrible or what? Vanity's Ruler is more expensive than half the frickin' hollows in CDIP. It's just. It's unbelievable, and there's a good reason. 200 to 300 a box, if that, and you know it's not a great set. The only thing you want from this set, and you talk about boom or bust, Cyber Dark Impact. You either want what is it? Cyber Dark Dragon. Cyber Dark Dragon. Let me just do CDIP. Yeah, I mean you either want Cyber Dark Dragon or Vanity's Fiend. Cyber Dark Impact makes me want to have a root canal. I'll be honest. This set is just... It's horrific. When Vanity's Ruler is more expensive than half the hollows in this set, why would you even open it? I mean, if you don't get Cyber Dark Dragon, you're in the pooper. Oh, God. Unbelievable. Oh, it's a nightmare. Alright. Moving on. Let's see. Strike of Neos. Strike of Neos. So obviously what we're seeing here is some massive gains. June and July 400 to 600. They're kind of all over the place. I'd probably put a value on it at 400, and somebody snagged this at 189. I'm humble bragging about that. I'm pumped about it. That was an awesome buy. It was a buy it now. So, you know, here's 3 booster. Okay. Interesting. All right, but again, we're seeing about, let's say, give or take 400 a box, and STON. The big money lies in Air Neos here. If you don't hit an Air Neos, you're in big doo-doo. Because... Yeah, I mean, DD Crow, I find that hard to believe that sold that much. First edition near mint to mint Air Neos up to $360, almost $400. You see what I'm saying about these cover cards, though, guys? There's a theme here. There's a good theme. If you get an Ultimate Rare cover card, you win. But again, the odds of you pulling an Ultimate Rare cover card, not great. Ultra Rares up to about $60 to $70, $50 to $70 for an Ultra Rare. These things were like probably $5, $10 for the longest periods of time. Reason being because it's relevant in the metagame and it hasn't been reprinted. So my goodness, if you have an Ultra Rare, get rid of it. Ultra Rare Strike Neo, sell. Don't hold any longer. Just sell it and go to dinner because you're better off. You're better off. Obviously, buy more cards, but if you're gonna spend it frivolously, go to dinner, buy a Starbucks Frappuccino or whatever for $15. Venti, you know, large, extra large, like it, love it, gotta have it, whatever they call it these days. It's put to better use than just holding on to Strike Neos right now. So anyways, moving on to FOTB. FOTB. Force of the Breaker. This set. Why is it so expensive? I mean, why? I mean, yeah, you got the Harpy Queen, but I mean, actually, one thing, Doomfire. Let's see where Volcanic Doomfire Near mint, 50 bucks, folks. That's not bad. That's not actually bad. Near mint again. I mean, first edition ultimate, $20. This is not bad. There's opportunity with this. It's a cover card. Yes, it's been not relevant at all. But come on, guys. This is a card that should go up. Force of the Breaker box. Let's see what we got here. Force, oops, of the Breaker. Not the Break It. Breaker. And again, I mean, boxes are expensive. Like, there's none even listed, but I'm sure if someone lists it right now, they'll get good money. A few $100 for sure. And to me, give me an SOD box over a Force of the Breaker box any day of the week. My goodness. Tactical Evolution. That's getting up there now, folks. Rainbow Dragon PSA 10. Now, this was a fake auction, so don't think that didn't happen. Let's actually see if he got negative feedbacks. Did he? Can I not even? Oh yeah, he had to get something. Let's see. Never received my item. Supposedly, had people leave positive feedback for all his undervalued cards or something, and that's kind of what happened there. But a box is about $430. It's not horrific. I mean, it's. I'm not cringing right now at the box. Not a horrible price. TAEV, because you have the Ghost Rare potential. Oh, and there's that misprint. Man, that's an expensive card. Ooh, it's scratched to all. Goodness. But still, it only comes in unlimited, so keep that in mind. Only in unlimited, where they released it as a Rainbow Dragon, but you have Chaos Neos here. So, yeah. Oh, I forgot that this card was in it. Ill Blood or Isle Blood or Blood or whatever it is. Yeah, that artwork is awesome. I gotta say, that's a freaking awesome artwork. There's the errors at 6,700. Magma Neo selling for big money in PSA 10. Rainbow Dragon Secret, that's way overvalued at 350. I'm shocked that that sold for 350, but there it is. More like 200, if that. Ghost Rares. Again, I think even Rainbow Dragon Ghost Rare is a pretty decent bet. I think you'd make a good decision buying a Ghost Rare Rainbow Neos at this time for the current prices. Gladiator Assault. What have we seen? 700 a box. 700 a box. 700 a box. Oh gosh, I'm the only one up there now. They want 1,400 US dollars. 1,200, 1,000. Any takers? Anybody? Going once? Going twice? Oh goodness, have things exploded for this set. Necroface PSA 10. They want $5,000. Here's Magic Formula. Okay, this is crazy. They want 10,000 for a PSA 10, but I sold a near mint version of this card for $800. That is nutty. That is crazy. And there's another near mint 810, and there's mine at 800. That is unbelievable. Oh look, here's some Rainbow Neos is getting graded July 6th. Oh, that's a PSA 9. That's actually pretty decent. There's another PSA 9. Rainbow Dragon. See, so with this set, there's also the misprints. Oh, that's an unlimited Magic Formula. With this set, you also have the misprints. Rainbow Dragon with it's the opposite. You know how in TAEV you had Rainbow Dragon, and it was Gladiators or Chaos Neos as the picture. This you have Rainbow Dragon, and then Chaos Neos as a picture again, but as a fusion. So less rare for sure. I don't know why this one sold for specifically so much money, unless they thought they could get it graded at 10. Less rare than the effect one. This fusion one, as you can see, the prices are a little bit less, but still very rare. So basically with GLAS, you have options of Magic Formula, that's a German one. You have Magic Formula, you have Necroface, you have Chaos Neos Ghost, and you have Chaos Neos Error Ghost. So that you do have a lot of like potential big pulls in this set. So I could see why the prices are what they are. Moving on to Phantom Darkness. Phantom Darkness. Good luck, folks. Good luck with this one. Phantom Darkness First Edition, they want 4.6 thousands. The cheapest currently is the asking price, and there's been no sales of it. Dark Armed Dragon PSA 8 selling for 200. Rainbow Neos Misprint. This was a cool card. I wish I picked this up. No name Rainbow Neos Ghost for 200. I wish I picked it up. I think Rainbow Neos has potential. Ghost rare, because let's be honest, this is not. Oh, this is cool too. Secret rare. Dark Armed Dragon Miscut. Oh, that's actually really cool. Mint and near mint. Oh man, I kind of actually want that. Oh man, I wish I would have seen that earlier. Again, blister packs, $60. You know, I think Rainbow Neos, again, you're talking near mint first edition, $60. As a buy it now. All right, so that guy got a pretty good price. But this is a card that should be much higher. Ghost rares, we all know how expensive they are. Phantom Darkness, one of the scarcest sets you'll ever see. When this came onto the scene, it reminds me of Invasion of Chaos. Phantom Darkness is GX's Invasion of Chaos, because when it came out, you had cards that everybody needed. Dark Armed Dragon had to be played, and it was $300 out of the gate. In Invasion of Chaos, Chaos Emperor Dragon was a big money card out of the gate, and all of a sudden, boom, off the shelves on Phantom Darkness and Invasion of Chaos. Very, very similar sets to me. Extremely similar sets. And of course, I'm still asking 3.5 for my Dark Armed Dragon. I don't want to sell it, but if someone wants to go ahead and pay the 3.5, then good for you. I can't get rid of it for less than that. Yeah, I just can't do it. Like, I mean, perhaps they could talk a little bit near the price, but Dark Armed Dragon, it's a pop 4, folks. There's 4 Dark Armed Dragon PSA 10s in existence. What are the odds of you pulling a Dark Armed Dragon out of a box of Phantom Darkness? The box is going to cost you 3-4 thousand. So, and the odds of pulling it and getting a 10, because the centering on that card is pretty bad historically. Just saying. So, Rainbow Neos, again, I like the potential, but this is a set. Reminds me a lot of Invasion of Chaos. It's GX's Invasion of Chaos. Light of Destruction. YuGiOh Light of Destruction. Now, oh gosh, there was a sale last night. Yo, 600. Oh my. Oh, makes me want to cry. Oh god, I would have snatched that up so fast. And there was unlimited boxes at 150, which is great price. Ghost Rare Honest is only about 100 in year mint. Watch out for that. Watch out. This is Honest was another card. It was like back-to-back massive sets. It reminds me of Magician's Force and Invasion of Chaos and GX era. These 3 sets, all honesty, were massive. Absolutely massive. Specifically Phantom Darkness and Light of Destruction. Just huge sets. You have Judgment Dragon here. PSA 10 Judgment Dragons. I mean, Judgment Dragon was a staple. Honest was amazing. Aside from them, not the greatest set, I'll be honest. But, I'll be honest. But, you know, it still is unbelievable. It's a great set. Boxes, in my opinion, are thousands, not 600. So, for whoever got that $600 box, that's a steal. Congratulations. Moving on. You know, there's just a couple things. We're going to stop it here. It is GA. This is the GX edition. I just did want to talk about one thing, because I did mention this in a few of my videos. The Dark Magician Girl, DRLG. People are wondering, why is this so expensive? I get it all the time. I see it all the time. It's all over Instagram. I sold my PSA 10 for $350. Just a side note here. I bought these when they were $20, $30. I still think they're going to go up. For people who don't think they're going to go up, I mean, Dragon's a Legend, not a GX set, but a $300-$400 box, and the odds of pulling one of these bad boys, bad girls, are 1 in 3-4 boxes. Just clarifying, it is a short print along with Eye of Timaeus, was it the Amulet Dragon, and Legendary Knight Timaeus. So, take it as you will. Unfortunately, in every box you don't get one. It's 1 in 3 or 4. So, until next time, this is sponsored by Adidas. The crash sale is on. 60% off all things Adidas. Go get it now. Go get Adidas shoes. Alright, until next time, YuGiOh 2 signing out.